the opportunity this new year to see the future of professional wrestling. The future of professional wrestling are young men like this that give everything they have to the fans and to their sport.
I thought he was going for the spine buster. Instead, he is just locking on. I don't even know what you call that shot. It's almost like a combination attempt to put in the spine buster position, locked into a sleeper hold.
I believe that is called some form of tarantula. Japanese tarantula.
It is obviously a variation picked up in Japan on the last tour. Very much unlike the Texas Tarantula Rudy Boy Gonzalez likes to lock on using the ropes. Big snap suplex up and over. Spanky landed on the back of his head. This is absolutely the perfect combination to be in the first match of 2000 here for TWA Total Impact.
What a way to start out. And it's only going to get better. Look at that. Unbelievable.
Spanky going to set down. Not enough weight. Dragon was a good leg straight.
Oh, big back elbow.
American Dragon, if you look at the way the man is built, he is solid all the way around, but the leg strength is probably number one in the Dragon's arsenal. Thus the effectiveness of many of his high-flying moves. Spanky jumps up, over, go behind by Dragon. Spanky using the ropes, kind of pulling Dragon right on through. Nothing like letting your opponent's momentum carry you. And Spanky uses the ropes to throw the big elbow. Will we see a plancha here?
You know what this means?
Up and over! Spanky sails through the air with the greatest of TWA TV champion ease, showing the kind of moves that got him that belt and keep it around his waist. Spanky going up to the top rope. Missile drop kick hits the American Dragon. American Dragon is he is the epitome of pure wrestling fair play. There's nothing hidden in that mask. Nothing to shield the blow. Spanky going up. Moonsault from the top rope.
I tell you what, Kevin, I hope fans appreciate what these two young men bring to this sport. They come out here each and every week and give everything they have. And I tell you what, from a man who's been in this business for 15 years, does my heart good to see it.
Spanky and American Dragon, the epitome of the type of wrestler in the Texas Wrestling Alliance. Both men committed to doing their best, to being the best, to learning and perfecting their craft, and showing the fans here at Far West Rodeo top-notch professional wrestling. Spanky.
Using the steps for momentum. Hit the Dragon with a back elbow.
Forget about the ball dropping on New Year. Spanky is dropping his body from every height he can find and utilize. Spanky throws Dragon into the ropes. Going for the Irish whip. Dragon reverses. Spanky in. Dragon follows up. The big forearm. Off the ropes. Oh. Another big. In the clothesline. Spanky up and over. 360. 1, 2. Whoa. American Dragon showing you why he has earned the right to be the #1 contender for Spanky's TV title. Spanky dropped down. Tried to drop the jaw. Didn't have enough.
Oh, look at that. Suplex. Oh,
what is this?
And there's Shooter.
Shooter griping just last week about people interfering in his TV title opportunity. Comes out, puts the big suplex.
Here comes Bone Crusher.
Bone Crusher. He's got a bone to pick. His bone is the one he wants to lay outside the head of Shooter Schultz. Shooter laid him out last week, and he was not pleased about that attack from behind. Rudy and somewhere there is a dentist in San Antonio going, I'm glad I got some work to start the new year.
And here comes Spanky and the Dragon with their second win. And Kevin, I'll tell you what, this TV championship scene continues to heat up with fury here into the new millennium.
There are.
Oh, out goes Rudy. Oh,
Anywhere in pro wrestling that is as hot right now as the TV title here in the Texas Wrestling Alliance. The right to be the best wrestler on television. Earned a belt, earned and re-earned week after week on TWA Total Impact.
unbelievable. My goodness, what a way to start out the new year.
But due to the interference, American Dragon basically screwed by Shooter Schultz out of his shot to complete the win.
think we should come out to Backstreet Boys?
Dude, I don't think it matters.
No. How about Britney Spears?
Dude, Britney Spears sucks.
Well, then what about the Backstreet Boys?
Just focus on the match. Come on.
So Backstreet Boys it is?
You know, Bone Crushers has been going on way too long. American Dragon and Spanky interfered in my matches, and because of that, I've lost TV titles. I gotta get that belt back. I'm gonna take care of Spanky, you take care of Dragon. This is what we're gonna do. But hey, get that crap out. Hey, get out of here!
First tag team in this next match. They are the tag team of Bone Crusher and Rudy Boy Gonzalez.
This team has added inspiration to pull off the victory tonight because there is a special stipulation. If either Rudy Boy Gonzalez or the Bone Crusher pin, now is it Spanky, the Dragon, either?
It has to be Spanky. It has to be the television champion. If Spanky drops the fall, he owes the man who beats him a title shot at a later time. And you can see Spanky wasn't ready, thought he was getting his music. Well, American Dragon pulled a fast one on him.
He is the American Dragon!
These two young men, they are hungry. They are proven. Look a little like Rudy Boy coming through the ropes.
Right. I'll tell you what, Jim, we gotta love that Spanky because he just doesn't care.
One thing about these two, as with many of the superstars in the TWA, they are young, they are hungry. Some, like Spanky, haven't even hit their physical peak yet, but they're still out there giving it their all. They are working their rear off to prove they are the top-notch competitor in the TWA, and right now, Spanky has some proof in the form of the TV title.
Physical peak, I don't know if he's reaching puberty yet, has he?
Spanky is a young guy, but he has definitely earned respect of not only the fans of the Far West Rodeo, but also all the wrestlers of the TWA, because Spanky can take a beating, but he can also dish one out. He is not afraid. He backs down from no one. And as we've often said about Spanky, it's not always the size of the man, it's the size of the fight in the man.
And you will not find two men with a better work ethic than Spanky and American Dragon. I'm excited to see these guys team for the very first time.
This should be a great match with American Dragon and Spanky teaming up. You're going to see a lot of high-impact aerial maneuvers. We don't know much about what Bone Crusher is going to show us. This is our first real look at him in the ring. Spanky leapfrogs up and over, pushes off Rudy Boy into the ropes. Rudy, a little bit of a weight advantage. Spanky gets crushed, but catches his balance.
Whoa! Looks like you're going for a lot of moves here. Whoa!
Basic drop kick.
Out he
sends
goes.
Rudy Boy down. Spanky puts on the brakes. Bone Crusher, nice block, just stand in the way.
The insurance policy is paying off, at least at this point, for Rudy Boy Gonzalez.
John, there's been a lot said recently about wrestling programs and, quote, writers wanting more TNA. Well, here in the Texas Wrestling Alliance, it's all about good old-fashioned Texas attitudes, pride, competition. The better man wins. TWA Total Impact is a show where the majority of the show is dedicated to wrestling. And you will see some great wrestling when the American Dragon is in the ring. Springboards in the legs for Dragon.
Whoa!
High drop kick sends Rudy Boy Gonzalez down.
I tell you talk about what the Texas Wrestling Alliance pushes athleticism. Well, it was run by a guy that was the best in the world long before he was a world champion. And these young kids here are better than a lot of the great performers in the WWF or WCW, and they're just waiting their turn for the world to notice.
Bone Crusher just hanging tight. American Dragon snaps. Little snap mare over. Rolling Bone Crusher back in position, whips into the ropes, Irish whip, and drop toe hold. Comes up, pulls back, sets into a modified camel clutch. Spanky. Little bit of motion.
Whoa!
And the kick to the head. Bone Crusher starting to match the color of the skull, starting to match the color to his ring attire.
I tell you what innovative moves Spanky and the Ultimate Dragon come up with, or American Dragon, excuse me. Whoa! Bone Crusher backdrop. Looks like he made a blind tag there. I don't think Spanky's aware of it.
Spanky going down.
Whoa!
Just dropped the old Samoan drop by Rudy Boy Gonzalez. Puts Spanky's head right to the mat. Sean, you kind of slipped there and called him the Ultimate. I don't hear many people named Dragon in wrestling these days. And without a doubt, the respect this man's earning, he may well soon be unofficially known as the Ultimate American Dragon.
By all means, Kevin Barnes, he has impressed many people worldwide.
Rudy Boy trying to lock in the Texas Tarantula, and he is just stretching the lower back of Spanky, bending Spanky over backwards. Bone Crusher now just going to show how he earned his name, slapping away, attempting to snap the sternum of Spanky. Rudy Boy with a big right hand.
And you gotta wonder what a guy like Bone Crusher, who spent a lot of time in the pin, would do with a young man like Spanky when he had his chance, and I guess we're seeing it.
He just drops down the big hammer, the old Polish hammer down on Spanky's back. Locking it in. Into the ropes. Oh! Going for the ride. Just drops on Spanky's neck. Spanky's neck ripped into the second rope. Snap down. And he just did the big soap drop on Spanky.
Big gorilla slam followed by a big leg. And my guess is Kevin Vargas, Rudy Boy didn't hire Bone Crusher to be pretty. Didn't hire him for his sheer excellence of wrestling ability. But he's not putting up a bad fight. Whoa! Nice little reversal by Spanky into a sunset flip. 1, 2.
Not enough.
Whoa! Whoa!
A little closer to the winter equinox than the summer equinox. That sunset flip didn't have the full vertical ray power of the sun.
And boy, that clothesline nearly knocked Spanky's head right off. Here we go, big double team. Rudy Boy and Bone Crusher.
Putting Spanky up on top of Bone Crusher. American Dragon for the block. Spanky, the Spankensteiner off the ropes.
There you go, the Spankensteiner from the ropes. American Dragon eliminates Rudy Boy. Now nothing left but for Spanky to reach for the drag to the American Dragon.
Spanky is winded. He is sore, taking the majority of the beating for the team. American Dragon, the fresh man, calling for Spanky to crawl your way over. Meanwhile, Bone Crusher gets the Rudy Boy first. Spanky up, and the extension reaches. Dragon says, come on, Rudy Boy. Spinning back heel kick.
Boom, big forearm.
Variation of a karate move. And Bone Crusher into the turnbuckle. Laying in the chops, American Dragon firing away on Bone Crusher. Meanwhile, Spanky, Rudy Boy attempts to flip Spanky over, and he does drop him off the mat. Rudy Boy now, the mode of the eyes, that'll slow anybody down. Little Three Stooges action always takes the momentum out of your opponent.
No matter how big you are. Boom, American Dragon springing to feet. Oh, a big backflip. Drop kick out of the ring goes Rudy Boy once again.
And Rudy Boy, once again, is rolled out.
And you better look out. Oh, whoa, look out, the referee.
Dragon not happy. Going, get out of the way, ref. Meanwhile, Dragon is all alone with two guys right on.
Whoa!
Down on Rudy Boy Gonzalez, and Rudy Boy hits the turf. Spanky with the big
Spanky! Oh, gee, unbelievable.
Both these men need to get back into the ring if they want a shot at that TV title. And Rudy Boy, the veteran, showing that experience by having the presence of mind to get Dragon back in. It does them no good to do a count out. No good to get disqualified. No good to be laying out here on the floor battling it out. If he wants a shot at Spanky's title, they have got to win this match. And remember the stipulation, either Bone Crusher or Rudy Boy has got to pin Spanky. So if you're Rudy Boy, you want to wail on Dragon, hope he gets the tag, and then take out Spanky. And know that you put Dragon away, so there'll be no assist. Dragon holding on. What's he going to do here?
Whoa! Big spinning corkscrew DDT for Rudy Boy Gonzalez. And now the Dragon has to make a tag.
Dragon going over Spanky, ready to go in and finish the job. Spanky and Rudy Boy have had many wars in the TWA, and Spanky has no love for this man.
And I tell you that Spanky's even standing says a lot to this young man. He landed right on top of his head as he dove out on top of this ring. Once again, giving his all to this ring, this match, this, oh!
Couple duck unders were a good strategy until that connects to the referee. Spanky going for the pin, but no ref. Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher holding the ref.
2.
Yeah, don't think that's charity. He's not holding him up to keep him from falling. He's holding him up so he can't see what was going on. American Dragon saw, and he's saying, Bone Crusher, get out of here. Bone Crusher to the floor. American Dragon has Bone Crusher up. What's he going to do here? Hold him back, opens him up a bit. Wait a minute, Rudy Boy, the ring is rolled over on top of Spanky. Dragon did not see. Dragon did not realize Rudy Boy Gonzalez almost unconscious himself with the presence of mind to roll over on top of Spanky, thus earning a shot at Spanky's TWA TV title in a singles match. And when that match comes, Rudy Boy will have the shot to become the first two-time television champion.
You people what I was gonna do. I was gonna eliminate that chump I had for a puncher. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in here and show all you people what it's all about. Starting first with the American Dragon. I am the man. Buster time.
I've been east and I've been west and I've been everywhere in between. And nobody has made a name for themselves at the expense of the American Dragon. Here in the TWA, Buster Times, you're just going to be another rung on my ladder to success. Like David and Goliath, baby.
And beating Buster to the punch, he's learned a lot. Whoa! The one thing they say.
Have learned not to go whipping yourself into a man the size of Buster Time until he is staggered.
Well, what they say is a lot of times a good little man can't beat a good big man. Although I always said they were wrong.
And you proved it wrong many times. It was not uncommon to see Shawn Michaels stand in against wrestlers a lot bigger, but quite often, whose hand was raised with the 1, 2, 3? It was HBK. And American Dragon, like many of the wrestlers here at the TWA, who are not of the size of a Buster Time, they know coming to your organization is inspiration to follow in your footsteps.
I'll tell you what, plus you have to remember, these are all young men. They are going to grow. And they are not small by any means. We're talking small in the world of wrestling. If you're under 6'5", you're considered small.
And also, when you're standing in like the American Dragon is against a Buster Time, oh, that was loud. Ooh. Dragon just turns around Buster Time, laying it in. As I was saying, when you're standing in against a man like Buster Time, it's hard to look big unless you are NFL size.
I tell you, that's the impressive thing about the Dragon. He will turn it around on a big man just like that. Look at him go.
American Dragon cranking himself out with a big but Buster Time caught him. That's an example of how the weight advantage of Buster Time works against Dragon. But the American Dragon just slides down Buster's back and puts him right into the railing. Buster the American Dragon over the rail, onto the chairs, into the first row of the Far West Rodeo. And the TWA fans roar their approval.
I tell you what, a big hurricanrana over the barricade. And now, well, look at Dragon on top of the barricade. Whoa!
Throws himself, uses his body.
Now Buster's amongst the folks in the front row. I don't think he wants any more of American Dragon.
Buster Time. Time to get yourself back. Dragon, smart move, just waiting, and drops a big elbow from the apron onto Buster Time. Dragon into the ropes, big momentum. And the entire railing almost taken out as the American Dragon just drives Buster Time into the rail and almost into the first row of the fans at the Far West Rodeo.
And you hear the chants of TWA behind you and I, Ken Vargas. I tell you what, the TWA is becoming their own, dare I say it, cult little following here in the South Texas area. And it's mighty exciting to be a part of it.
And beyond, Sean.
Dragon springboarding himself up to the top rope, but Buster catching him into a power slam to turn the momentum back to his side.
And now he's just throwing in the big blows. Sean, this organization is not only catching out in San Antonio and all of South Texas, but as you said, cult, I don't think that's it. That's incorrect. There is an almost underground following nationwide. We are getting emails from all over the country. People wanting more information, wanting TWA t-shirts, wanting to know if this is going to be something that will expand. Well, we tell you this right now. Spread the gospel right here in San Antonio about the Texas Wrestling Alliance. Come out and support the cards. Watch Total Impact here on Ken's TV, and you will be guaranteed of one thing. You will get your money's worth from the Texas Wrestling Alliance.
And here Buster continuing to take it to the American Dragon outside here on the floor. The big gorilla slam. Whoa!
Just drops the Dragon backwards, face forward into the mat, and Buster Time with something to say to Shawn Michaels.
And I tell you what, everyone's got to understand, I don't wrestle anymore. This is my gift to the world of wrestling. It's the Texas Wrestling Alliance. You got to make a name for yourself here. Whoa!
American Dragon takes out yet another rail. This time, though, it's Dragon whose body is launched. A minute ago, he took one out with Buster. That was one painful Irish rip. You gotta wonder if there's not some damage to the rib cage or any of the lumbar region of the American Dragon. And Sean, for someone who's had his back broken up, your back fusion surgery, that's got to be something that is not pleasant to watch when you see someone like the American Dragon with his ability just being manhandled in such a brutal manner.
Well, I'll tell you what, I get a lump in my throat every time I see these kids take to the air. But I know this is their passion. I had it once myself. I know there's nothing I could do, nothing I could say to talk them out of this. And at this age, and at this level, they're counting on their resiliency, and that's what it means so much.
Resiliency is one of the most important attributes for a wrestler to have, especially when you are someone like American Dragon in there against someone with far superior size like Busta Time and ring experience. Dragon been spending a lot of time training in the dojos of Japan, but you cannot substitute experience. And Busta Time with a lot. And right now he's experiencing some big kicks, spinning heel kick, puts Busta Time down and out. Or is this just another rail to get taken out by these two who are giving you one TWA-style total impact match?
I'll tell you what, here goes the Dragon. Big drop kick off the ring apron. And I'll tell you what, they call that word resiliency. There's another word for it. And it's a lot simpler, it's a lot more to the point. It's called courage. And that's what all these young men display each and every week here for the fans of the Texas Wrestling Alliance. Is courage and athleticism, and I commend them all for it very much.
And in Texas, another name for that is called guts. And there are a lot of gutsy competitors in the TWA. Dragon driving in the shoulders. Locks in the head scissors. Whoa. Pulls Busta Time right back in.
Coming in the hard way for Busta Time. And I think this is probably a little bit tougher than he thought. Old tag team action about this time. He'd have tagged out to Big Bad John, but instead, he's in there, and he's in there alone.
You got to think that the more the match goes, the longer it goes, the more it favors the American Dragon, the younger, quicker wrestler.
In the big Busta Time choke slam. That could be it for the American Dragon. And
used to be that would lead to ultimate lockdown, but in this case, again, Busta used to be in the used to having a partner. Now he's got to get used to going in for the kill himself.
Now he's going for the big Busta Time elbow. He's hoping this will finish off the American Dragon.
Drops that huge elbow with great elevation down with the Dragon.
And that is something right there that Busta's got to be thrown off a little bit by, and that is the fact that he delivers his best blow and the man just kicks out. This might be that time we'll be tagging that tag team partner.
Normally it's tag time for Busta Time.
Look who's out now. Oh, it's Big Bad John in the back.
Big Bad John
with a kendo stick.
Did he borrow that from Venom? Is he carrying his own now? What's this all about?
Dragon quick to get on the ball into a snap suplex. He's going up top.
Dragon going, climbing the ladder. He's up to the top rope. Poised and ready to fly. This Dragon breathing fire.
Big elbow.
Throws the big elbow on Busta Time. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and Buster's debut does not start out as a good one.
Buster's single career starts with a loss, and the American Dragon.
What is this, Kevin Vargas?
Okay, wait a minute. Now, what is this? Hands the stick to Venom. Is Venom going to crack him, or is he now one of the anointed ones, part of Venom assembling whatever you want to call these guys?
American Spank. Think by Dragon.
Dude, just focus on the match. Chaz, Buster, I know exactly what it's like being part of a makeshift tag team. But the difference between you and us is respect.
Dude, I got it. American Force 2000.
Ho! I don't care who I'm tagging with. I don't want any punks interfering in my match.
And as for you, you American maggot, when I get my hands around your scrawny little Mac, and you're saying, please, Buster, please, you don't answer the question. What time is it? It's Buster time! Ladies and gentlemen, your first match, it is a tag team match. First making his way to the ring, he hails from Houston, Texas. Please welcome the Love Machine, Chad.
With victory, cigar.
Tag team partners from 5th Ward, please welcome Busta Time.
Chaz with the victory cigar. I guess guess that's a prediction on his part.
You know, I'll tell you what, back from last week, Buster Time and Chaz didn't take too kindly to spanking the American Dragon in their barrier match. So this week they're going to settle it, and the winner will face the Tag Team Champions Board of Education.
Desperado, welcome back to the table once again. Rick Gonzalez, great to have the pride of the Rio Grande Valley with us.
Muchas gracias y pues a mí me gusta decir todo el público que es bastante gusto estar aquí, igual a que lo escuche.
Oh, look at this. It's the American Force 2000.
Now let me ask you, what kind of promotion
And the American Dragon!
Make fun of the boss. Is Spanky not just making fun of me or what? Huh?
I wonder how your ex-partner in the American Force feels about this. There's somebody I wouldn't want to cross. Here we go with another great TWA Total Impact. What a tremendous start after last week's the finish to the tag match. Busta Time, UBG, Chaz, the Love Machine Taylor did not take too kindly to the interference of Spanky and Dragon at their shot at the Board of Education. And now the four of them are going to fight it out. One team will get a shot at the Board of Education.
Well, I certainly hope this week will be a little more organized. We had a lot of impromptu matches last week, but what we have on tap for you tonight on Total Impact is quite exciting, starting with this tag team match.
Dragon laying in the chops. These two are familiar with each other.
Oh.
Put on one of the best matches of early 2000 here on TWA Total Impact. And Dragon tagging this matchup of size is very interesting. You want to talk about underdog. He needs a super energy pill, all right. And Spanky laying in some kicks. Something that I heard, you know, I can swear I heard Rick Gonzalez tell me just last week the smaller man needs to take down the bigger man by laying in kicks to the leg and take the leg out from under them.
Yeah, and as soon as, I'm sorry, Rick, don't mean to, but as soon as he says that, there's Spanky going for a test of strength and on the losing end of it.
But I tell you one thing about this organization that I've seen that size really doesn't matter. It's the heart that they have in them.
That's true.
Big, small, they all keep going out.
Sunset flip takes Busta down. Not enough. Way too early.
Just
However,
like that.
We got all four men in here. This thing going to break down already? American Dragon laying in the spinning heel kick into Busta Time. Meanwhile, Spanky slapping on Chaz. Drags him down. Not full momentum. Chaz was stumbling out of the corner. Still, it's enough to slow the Love Machine down. Meanwhile, Dragon flips off Busta Time.
Oh, boy, here we go.
When these two get together, Spanky the American Dragon, you can bet that the San Antonio Airport is telling planes to look out. They better look out. You got to land on the strip if you want a successful landing. Both men miss. Busta Time now up and over. Chaz up and out. And the team of Busta Time and Chaz the Love Machine Taylor getting their own composure, slowing things down. Probably a really smart move against these two.
And once again, Chaz and Busta trying to make a go of it and not keeping their eye on these two versatile guys. Here they go.
Double drop kick. Missile drop kicks from the top rope. Lays down Chaz and Busta Time. Let's point out again, Sean and Rick, that the big problem here for Busta Time and Chaz is they do not have any cohesive tag team
That's true.
experience. Last week was not really much of a match. Right up into the double elbow. Meanwhile, Spanky and Dragon have teamed before, and they are showing they spent some time working together. Snaps over Busta Time. Busta Time slowed down big time. Spanky moves right over to tag off to American Dragon. Quick tags, which is what they're going to have to do. They have got to move fast. This team of Busta Time and Chaz has a lot of potential. You got a bad disposition and a good technical wrestler. And together, that gives you speed, strength, agility, and experience.
Kevin Vargas, you talk about moving fast. These guys move so fast, it's hard to call these matches.
American Dragon.
Good.
Big backflip.
Climbs up, flips over. Busta Time goes for the elbow. This is one time where being the smaller man does have its advantages. Up and over. He was not running into it, but it was still close enough to the Hurricanrana.
Oh, went up too many times.
I tell you, and a lot of times this match seems as if some of the timing is off. That has to do with the lack of teamwork between Chaz and Busta Time. Because Spanky and American Dragon work like a well-oiled machine, but their timing is being thrown off by these other two individuals.
They also complement each other real well. Their styles are similar. Their game plan is similar. It's easy for one just to atomic drop slows Dragon. That'll ruin a love life quick. A few more of those and he'll be dateless for a while.
There goes a little bit of lack of experience. Chaz did the right thing about calling Spanky in, and Spanky just went ahead and run in.
Spanky hot-headed. Chaz is haunting Spanky. Chaz is a smart wrestler. There's no denying that. He has shown us time after time here on TWA Total Impact that he can take it to any type of opponent, be it the big man, be it the smaller, faster man, be it the experience, be it the enthusiasm of a rookie. It does not matter. Chaz is one of the more accomplished wrestlers here in the TWA, and right now he's tagged into a big man.